to the mathematics class. This class is for class 8 and today we will be starting a new chapter, that is chapter 9. It is about simple and compound interest. So today I think we'll be able to do something about simple interest. Now what is simple interest? Suppose we people, the general man or a common man, we all want to save some amount. So we have some savings with us. Now these savings, everybody has a psychology, or human mind has a psychology to increase his savings. At the same time, we want that whatever small amount we have, that should be in safe hands. So we go to a general, a common man goes to bank to deposit the money. Now why should I give my money to bank for their utilization? So there is a interest, means interest in terms, you can say psychologically we have an interest that we get some more money, as well as our money is also returned back by the bank when we need it. Suppose I have 100 rupees with me. I go to bank and the bank says, if you give me rupees 100, I will give you 5 rupees more on every 100 after 1 year. So it means I know that my money will grow to 105 rupees after 1 year. At the same time, my money will be safe. Now in this manner, there are hundreds and thousands or millions of people who go to bank. So if suppose I say there are 1,000 people, means into 1,000. So bank gets how much? 1 lakh rupees in one go. But and this money, what do? They utilize this money in various projects. They give this money as loan to different societies, to different government agencies, to different companies, and from there they earn interest. They earn interest on huge amount. Here they give us interest, that is simple interest, and here they charge interest on compound interest. Compound interest is more than simple interest, that we will discuss later on. But you just remember this much, that simple interest is less and compound interest is more. Why it is so, I will tell you later on. Now they charge the amount, they charge the interest as compound interest. Suppose here they are giving me 5 rupees, it means here they are earning at least 20 rupees. Now out of this 20 rupees, they divide the amount in different parts. Some goes for bank expense, some goes for maintenance, some goes for salary, some goes as interest to the customers, and rest is their reserve. That is their reserve. Means different types. This interest what they earn, that is divided into different parts. Some is utilized in bank expense, some is in miscellaneous, some in salary, some in giving the interest to the people, and some is kept as a reserve in the bank. Now out of 20, let us say they have given us 5 rupees, so still they have 15 rupees with them, and this is the way how they do the business. So what is the interest of a common man? My interest is that if I am submitting 100 rupees to the bank for 1 year, I am getting 5 rupees in return more, means my total amount is 105. Suppose it would have been 1000 rupees, so I will be getting 50 rupees more. Suppose it would be 10,500, and so on in that ratio. This was a general example. So I hope you understood what is the meaning of interest and how it is means used in general life. Now, for calculating interest, you need to know 3 things: principal, time, and rate. What is principal? Principal is the money that is borrowed or lent. Lent means given. Suppose I am a bank and I am giving the money to different category of peoples, of people. It means whatever money I am giving to them is known as principal. It is represented by capital P. Time, for how much period? 1 month, 10 days, 15 days, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, and so on. So time is what T stands for time, capital T or small t. It is time. It is the period for which the money is borrowed or lent. Now next thing is rate. Rate, we know rate is always calculated in percent, means it is written as R percent. So what is rate at which the interest is calculated? 5%, 10%, 3.5%, 4%, different. It keeps on changing with respect to time. Right? That is a very deep topic. So you need to know this much only. Now what is the formula for simple interest? Simple interest is, this you have studied already, P into R into P upon 100. Why this 100 is in the denominator? Because R is always considered as rate percent. Percent means this can be written as R upon 100. So simply P into rate into time, PRT upon 100. And one more thing, suppose you need to calculate the amount. So amount is principal plus interest. What is the amount? The total amount that you are getting back along with the interest and principal is known as amount. So these are two formulae that you need to remember in order to do the questions of this exercise. Now I am moving on to the exercise, that is 9A, and we will be discussing in the multiples of 2. So I'll take up the first question. I'm rubbing out this. Now I hope you must have noted this down. This needs to be there in your text notebook. This you need to note down. You write the formula, these two formula, and then we'll start with the exercise. So I'm rubbing it out. Now we will be doing exercise 9A. Question number 2. First I am taking question number 2. The question reads, what sum will rupees 5,000 amount? Rupees 5,000 amount so as 8% per annum. 8% per annum. Per annum means per year. 8%. So this is your rate. I don't know what is this, so I will discuss it later on. First of all, they say add 8%. So it is clear that it is a rate percent given. From 6th April 2017 to 18th June 2017. Now in this, first of all, we need to calculate the time. How are we going to calculate the time? Now we will calculate April, May and June. April has how many days? 30 days. Now in April is of 30 minus 6. So how many days are there? 24 days for April. May is of 31, so 31 days for May. And June, they are saying up to 18th June, means 18 days of June. So total is 13, 3, 1 carry 6, 73 days. 73 days. So time can be written as 73 days. Now these 73 days have to be converted into years. So we will divide by 365 because 1 year has 365 days. So 73 upon 365 years. Now if you solve 3 5s are 15, 5 3s are 15, 5 7 30, 1 upon 5 means 1 upon 5 years. This comes out to be 1 upon 5 years. Now the question says you have to find the amount. What will this rupees amount? What will this rupees or what will 5,000 rupees amount to? amount to means you have to calculate the value of amount, and this is the principal given. What will this rupees amount for so much time at this rate of interest? So for this you will calculate simple interest first, and we know simple interest is PRT upon 100, whereas P is 5000, rate is 8%, and time is 1 upon 5 years. So 0 and 0 cancelled, 5 tens are 50, 10 eights are 80 rupees is the interest. And what will be the amount? Amount we know is principal plus interest. Principal is rupees 5000 plus interest is rupees 80. So total amount is rupees 5080. This is the final value, means rupees 5000 will amount to rupees 5080 at 8% for 1 upon 5 years, or from 6th April 2017 to 18th June 2017. This was the second question. Now we move on to the fourth one. Now fourth question is, find the principal. Principal you have to find out. Find the principal on which simple interest of rupees 55 will be obtained after 9 months at 3 whole 2 upon 3% per annum. Per annum means per year. Rate of interest is always calculated on per year basis or yearly basis. So we generally write per annum. Sometimes it is calculated on half yearly basis. Then it is mentioned in the question half yearly, like that. Now you have to find the principal. Interest is given, time is given, rate is given. We know that simple interest is equal to PRT upon 100. This formula we are going to use. Simple interest is given 55. P we don't know. R is 3 3 is 9 into 11. 11 upon 3 into 100. PR and T is 9 months. 9 months will be converted to years as we will divide by 12, because 1 year has 12 months, so it will become 9 upon 12 years. So I have written P principal, rate in percentage, time in years. Now 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. 3 1s are 3 and 3 1s are 3. So 55 is equal to 11p upon 400, implies that cross multiply 400 into 55 upon 11 is equal to p. 11 5s are 55, 4 5s are 20. So 2000 rupees is the principal. When you solve it, this into this 2000, and so this is the principal. You have to find out the principal, so this is the answer. Now we move on to the sixth one. Next question is question number 6. Firoz invested some amount, some rupees, we don't know, and that is the principal. So we assumed it as X, or let it be as P only. Firoz invested some amount at 10% for 4 years. At the end of 4 years, he is receiving total amount or amount as 7,700 rupees. Find the principal. We know one more formula, amount is equal to principal plus interest. We know this. So it means from this formula we can say interest is equal to amount minus principal. From this only we can say interest is equal to amount minus principal. Interest equal to, this P will go to this side, it will become minus. So interest is equal to amount minus principal. This formula and this formula both are giving us interest. So I can say from the first case, interest can be written as 7,700 amount minus principal. This is my first equation for interest. Second equation for interest, we know that interest is equal to P into R into T. P we don't know, but R is 10% and T is 4 years. This is equation number 2. Now both these values are equal to the interest, so we can equate equation 1 and 2, means equating equation 1 and 2. What we do, this value is also equal to I or interest or simple interest, and this total value is also equal to simple interest. So we can equate this and this. Means suppose I say A is equal to X and I say B is also equal to X. It implies that A is equal to B. From this you can say that A and B are equal. Simply this total value A is equal to X. This total value B is equal to X. So we can say A and B are equal. So that is what I have written, equating equation number 1 and 2. You can say 7700 minus P is equal to P into 10 upon 100 into 4. 0, 0 cancel, 2 2s are and 2 5s are. So we got 2P upon 5 is equal to 7700 minus P. Cross multiply, 7 5s are 35, 3 carry 35, 38, 38500 minus 5P is equal to 2P. 5P goes to that side, will become plus, so 2P plus 5P is equal to 38500. So we can say that 38500 is equal to 7P. Therefore, P can be written as 38500 upon 7. Now 7 5s are 35, 7 5s are 3500. So principal comes out to be rupees 5500. That is your final value. I hope this is understood. All these questions are to be done in your fair notebook, and still you have any doubt, you just click the photograph of the question and send me on this number. I will try to answer you. And if you're not understanding, please watch the video again, right? Anyway, we move on to question number 8. Now question number 8, they say that simple interest on a certain sum is not given, means principal is not given, we have to find the principal. Simple interest on some sum for 8 months at 4% is rupees 129 less. Less than what? Less than simple interest on the same sum for 15 months at 5% rate of interest. Means find the sum. What is the meaning? Means whatever is interest calculated on the first case, this interest is 129 rupees less than interest calculated in the second case. Means if I say that interest in the second case is denoted by SI2 and interest in the first case is denoted by SI1, so it is given that SI1 is 129 rupees less than SI2. This is the question. You can write the question like this, or you can understand the question like this. Simple interest in the first case is 129 rupees less than simple interest in the second case. It means we need to find the simple interest both in first and second case and substitute the values in this equation. We will get the value of P. So what is the simple interest in case of first case? It is time is 8 months, so this can be written as 8 upon 12 years, because months when you convert into years, that you have to divide by 12. Similarly, this is 15 months, so this can be 15 upon 12 years. Now SI, in first case simple interest is PRT upon 100. P we don't know, rate is given 4%, so 4 upon 100, and time is 8 upon 12. So interest will be 4 25s are 100, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. It becomes 2P upon 75. This is SI1, or simple interest in the first case is in the terms of P, that is 2P upon 75. Now in second case, SI2 will be P we don't know, rate of interest is 5%, so 5 upon 100, time is 15 upon 12 years, So 15 upon 12. Now for 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15, 5 20s are 100 and 5 4s are 20. It becomes P upon 4 into 4 is 16. This is the interest in the second case in terms of principal. So P upon 16. Now if we substitute the values, these values in this equation, SI1 is 2P upon 75 is equal to SI2 is P upon 16 minus 129. Only we have to solve this and we will get the value of P. This 129 comes to this side, becomes positive, and this 2P upon 75 goes to this side, it becomes negative. So 129 is equal to P upon 16 minus 2P upon 75. Now LCM will be 75 into 16. That will be 7600. Now this divided by 16 you will get 75, so this becomes 75p minus 16 to the 32p. Now 5 minus 2 is 3, 7 minus 3 is 4, 43p upon 7600 is equal to 129. Now what we do? Cross multiply 129 into 7600 is equal to 43p. So P can be written as 129 into 7600 upon 43. You can see 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. So this divides 129 by 3. Now 6 3s are 18, 21, 22, 00 means principal is rupees 22,800. That is your final value. Question number 8. I hope you have understood. I'll repeat it. It is given that principal is not given in both the cases. They say whatever was the simple interest in the first case is rupees 129 less than interest in the second case. So what we did, we calculated interest in both the cases. In first case, interest is 2p upon 75. In second case, interest is p upon 16. And we have already written a formula that interest in first case is 129 less as compared to interest in the second case. And we substituted these values and we solved it out. We got the value as 22,800. Now let's see what is the next question. Now 10th question is simple interest on a certain sum. Sum is not given. So we assume let the principal be, let the sum. Sum is not given. Sum means principal. So let the principal be P. Let the sum or principal be P. They say simple interest on any sum is 16 upon 25 of sum. Means simple interest is 16 upon 25 of sum. Sum means P. Okay, we'll do it later. And they say you have to find out the time, but it is given that rate and time are equal. Suppose it is 10 years, so rate is also 10%. Suppose time is 5 years, so rate is also 5%. Suppose rate is 3%, so time is 3 years. Means condition is given that rate and time are equal. So what we will do, first of all, we will assume that let the sum be denoted by P or principal. Then simple interest is how much? 16 upon 25 of means multiplication of P. Sum means P. So it is 16P upon 25. We got simple interest in the terms of P. Then they say you have to find time. Let us say that T or time is equal to rate that is given, and let us assume it as capital T. Let us assume that time and rate are same since it is given. and we assume it as a fixed value as t. Means r will be denoted by capital T and time will also be denoted by capital T. Now using the formula, we know that SI is equal to P into R into T upon 100. SI is how much? 16 P upon 25. P is P itself. R we have taken as capital T, as well as T also we have taken as capital T upon 100. Now you need to find out the value of this T, because you have to find out time and rate are equal. So means you have to find out this capital T, the variable that we have taken. So what you can do, 100 comes to this side and P means 16P into 100 upon 25 into P, cross multiplication, is equal to T into T, or even you can say it as T square. Now when you solve, this P and this P will cancel, 25 fours are 100. So you got T square as 16 into 4. So value of T will be under root 16 into 4. 16 fours are 64. 64 root of 64 is 8. T you got as 8. Now 8, if it is time, it will be 8 years, and if it is rate, it will be 8%. But since you have to find the time, so the final value is 8 years. That is the answer for this question. I hope you must have understood this. Now we move on to the next question, that is the last question of this exercise, question number 12. Now 10th question is, a part of rupees 1500 was lent at 10% and rest at 7%. Total interest earned in 3 years was rupees 396. What sum was lent at 10%? Means, what is the meaning of the question? Somebody had 1500 with him. Now out of this 1500, one part was lent at 10% and one part was lent at 7%. So we will assume let the part that was lent on 10% is rupees X. So obviously the other part will be 15 rupees 1500 minus X. Now this interest on this plus interest on this, let us say interest 1 on this and let us say interest 2 on this. Interest 1 plus interest 2 total is rupees 396. You have to find the value of X. What? Because they say what sum was lent at 10%, we are assuming that X amount or X rupees was lent at 10%. Means we have to find out the value of X. This is the gist of the question. Now let's solve it. Let's say let sum lent on 10% or lent at 10% per annum is rupees X. So SI1, interest in the first case will be PRT upon 100, and principal we have taken in the first case is X. So X into rate is 10%, so 10 upon 100, and time was interest earned in 3 years. Time in both the cases is 3 years. So into 3. So that is, it becomes 3x upon 10. This is SI1 or interest in the first case. Now SI2, that is interest in the second case. So if X rupees have been taken from 1500, so what is left? 1500 minus X. So principal in the second case will be 1500 minus X. Rate is 7% in this case, 7 upon 100, and time is again 3 years. So it will be written as 7 3 is 21 upon 100 into 1500 minus X. This is the simple interest in second case. Now they say that this the total interest earned in 3 years, means interest in this case or this interest plus this interest. This sums up, or when added together, they equate to 396. What I mean to say, SI1 plus SI2 is equal to 396. So what is SI1? 3x upon 10 plus 21 upon 100 into 1500 minus x. SI1 plus SI2 is equal to 396. Now when we solve, we take the LCM as 100. 100 divided by 10 is 10. 10 into 3 is 30x plus this will be 21 into 1500 minus x is equal to 396. 100 multiplies to this side, so you will get it as 30x plus 15 ones are 15, 5, 1 carry, 15 to the 30 and 131. 31500. 21 into 1500 is 31500. 31500 minus 21x, you open the bracket, this into this, minus 21 into minus x is minus 21x, is equal to, this 100 is multiplied to 396, cross multiplication, so it will be 39600. One is 9x is equal to 39600. This 31,500 goes to that side, it will become minus, so minus 31500. What is left? 00, 6 minus 5, 1, 9 minus 5, 1 is 8. Rupees 8100 is 9x, so x is equal to rupees 8100 upon 9, 9 9s are 81. It means x was rupees 900, means rupees 900 was the amount that was lent at 10%. So this is your final answer. Now this exercise is complete. I expect everybody to do the questions in your fair notebook, and next topic will be compound interest. But before I put the virtual class of compound interest, I expect everybody to go through this at least twice, so that your concepts may be clear, because in class 7th also you must have studied, but this is in expanded form, and from here there is an introduction of compound interest that will be in your next class. So please go through it. This is class 8, I think. So in class 9th there is a lot of concept of compound interest, and it comes in the board exam also. So stay blessed. Please like, subscribe and share this video so that your friends